Hey guys, such a beautiful day. I thought I would make this video outside. I wanted to start off this week's video by just answering a couple of really common questions that I'm getting from you guys. The first is, when are we coming back? And the truth is, I don't know. We're taking this week by week, day by day, so we will kind of see. But if you were to ask me what's my hunch, I would say probably not until fall of next year. And what that looks like, I have no idea. Now, before I address the second most frequent question that I get, I want to show you guys a video, and it's one that you've seen before back in Unit 2 when we were talking about the Great Depression. Do you remember that video? That video was shown to you all the way back in Unit 2 when we talked about the unemployment numbers for the Great Depression. And I told you that there were 15 million people out of work in the 1930s, and that was enough to fill that Rose Bowl, which has a capacity of 90,000 people. It was enough to fill that Rose Bowl for 6 months, every day for 6 months. That'd be 15 million. Well, right now, in just this month since we've been quarantined, we have 22 million Americans who have filed for unemployment insurance. And the reason why I showed you that video is because I want you guys to get a real sense for how many people that is, how many families have been impacted by this, all right? 22 million people is enough to fill that Rose Bowl every single day from April 20th all the way until December 21st. Every single day. Crazy, right? So now you're like, okay, great, cool. Patterson, now I'm depressed, thank you. But the purpose of all of that, of telling you all of that and showing you all of that, is that some of you guys are really concerned about your GPA. And the reason that we're not offering grades, the credit and the no mark don't affect your GPA. But the reason that we're doing that is because the first rule in education, a lot like medicine, is to do no harm. All right? And we have no idea. Helix has over 2,000 students. We have no idea how many families have been impacted by this pandemic or who are going to be impacted by this pandemic. So we needed to create a situation where there was a level playing field so that students who have been negatively impacted by the pandemic and don't have the resources and don't have the time to dedicate toward their studies are not at a disadvantage when compared to students who haven't been as drastically impacted by the pandemic. So there you go. Those are the answers to those two questions. I want to take you inside the agenda for this week, though, and give you a brief explanation as to what is going to be expected in week 4. So this is the agenda. It looks very similar to the one that you had the previous week, but I want to draw your attention to that first box, what's due this week. So let's go over some of these activities. The first real difference is that all of your assignments are going to be in a module, and you know that because you are in the module right now watching this video. So the 4 assignments that you have available to you are a journal, a creative Flipgrid, which could be anything artsy from a song, a rap, a poem, a drawing, a painting. You can click on that link for a description. There's a Korean War Ed puzzle where there are a couple of documents that we analyze. It takes about 11 minutes. The description is in that link to the right of number 3. And then there's a movie that I posted a link for along with some questions, Bridge of Spies. It's a Cold War movie, and that is your 4th option. So you need, once again, to pick 3 of these and get these things turned in by Sunday, April 26th at 11:59. The other thing I wanted to draw your attention to is the Zoom office hours sign up. All right, so we aren't going to be doing anything with Zoom this unit as a class, but if you need to speak with me and you want to see my face, you can sign up on period 3 or period 4 office hours sign up. The last thing is the class videos. I have linked all of the YouTube videos that I've recorded thus far on the right hand side under class videos, so you guys can take a look at those if you ever need to go back and check something out. You guys have an amazing week. Please email me with any questions. If you get your work done early, that is amazing, so I can grade it and look it over, and if there's any problems I can get back to you and you can get it back to me right away. That would be fabulous. You guys have a great, safe week, and we'll talk to you next week.